And so if your strategy is to simply cut people off, then you're cutting off your prosperity. You're cutting off something that your soul needs to prosper. We need others. And Hank needed somebody, but he was in denial about it too. Man. And so our story is very interesting to me that there were several characters and they were all going somewhere, but not Hank. Hank was stuck. The coyote was the first character that comes by and he says to Hank, you're as prickly on the inside as you are on the outside. We need that too. Like, we need people to tell us the truth about how we're showing up in the world. Like, we need people to tell us when we're being prickly, when the way that we're showing up isn't serving us well. And what's interesting was that Hank was a cactus by design. I mean, he couldn't change the fact that he was a cactus. But I want to tell you that both your physical design and your personality serve purpose. But when we live from a place of pain, we present as a distorted version of ourselves. So you may not be able to change your design, but you can do something about your personality. You can do something about how you're showing up in the world. And so just a quick biology lesson. You know those prickly things on a cactus? They're leaves. I know. When I found out, I was like, what? Those prickly things on a cactus are leaves. And their design is to help the cactus not lose so much water through evaporation out there in the hot, dry desert. It's an adaptation to its environment. And so Hank's physical prickles had purpose, but so did his personality. So Coyote is the first one to call out Frank on his problem, right? He just calls him out. And we need people to call us out because his personality didn't need to be as prickly as his physical condition or design. Yeah. What am I saying? My condition does not have to determine my personality. Hank needed connection because he was lonely and didn't know it. See, he showed up as angry. Oh, right? Anger is such an easy emotion for us. It's like our go-to emotion when things aren't going the way we hope they would or the way we think they should, or when we're experiencing a bunch of other emotions because we have a hard time identifying them, we just show up as angry. And can I tell you something about loneliness? Loneliness is a form of starvation. I mean, just as children, when they're first born, have to have attachment in order to thrive and to grow well, I don't think it's just young children. I think all of us were created for community. We were designed to be connected to others. And so when we don't connect with others, our soul experiences starvation. So the cowboy follows the coyote, and here's what he says to him. Seems like somebody needs a hug. Man. But of course he says, but nobody hugs a cactus. He says, too bad nobody hugs a cactus. In other words, you're out of luck because I ain't hugging you, right? But this comment, it brought insight and awareness to Hank. Because after that comment, every character that comes afterwards, Hank begins to engage them in this dialogue about a hug. That comment jump-started Hank's transformation. I'm telling you, when people start telling us the truth about ourselves and we start believing that truth, we start really hearing that truth about ourselves, it can start a transformation process that helps you understand what you really need so you can get to it. And so as the story goes on, the wind blows, he gets a cup stuck to his face. Now, I love this because not only was Hank's internal perspective changing, but now he can't even see who's coming by because he's got a cup stuck to his face. His arms are too short to pull it off. And so his perspective is being changed all around. And listen, what's so great about this is I believe that everything we need comes to us. Sometimes the places that we are in our life, it just feels like we're stuck, right? Like I can't seem to do anything about it. I can't move forward. I'm trying to have some progress in my life, some peace in my life, and I just need help. Everybody needs help sometimes. And so everything we need comes to us. So if I need help, it's coming to me. It's got to, because I too need somebody to help with the trash off my life. I love Rosie because Rosie didn't let her previous interactions with Hank get in the way of her willingness to help Hank in his situation. Oh, man. She was going to be helpful and compassionate because that was her personality. Now, what's interesting, Rosie's design, she's a tumbleweed. Hence the name tumbleweed is that they blow to and fro, right? And so you would think a tumbleweed doesn't have a lot of substance. Oh, even though Rosie's physical condition didn't look like she had much substance, her personality was grounded. It was substantive. It was weighty. She took the cup off of Hank's face without expectation. She didn't say, I'm going to take this off, but you better not be mean to me anymore. Nope. She said, I can help. She took it off and she kept it moving.